Let's take a look at some rookie home run records. In the 1950s, Al Rosen had the American League record with 37 homers in his first campaign, while in the National League, Wally Berger and Frank Robinson shared the rookie record with 38. It would take about 30 years, but Mark McGwire finally came along and demolished the American League and MLB record with 49 homers. And it would take another 30 years after that before Cody Bellinger set a new National League record with 39, and Aaron Judge became the first rookie to surpass 50 homers in a season. And you'd think his record would go untouched for a long time, right? Well, it only took 2 seasons before Pete Alonso took Bellinger's NL record and Judge's MLB record. We've been fortunate to witness 3 historically great rookie seasons recently, so I wanted to take a closer look at their stats and see just how good these guys were as rookies. My name is Bobby, and welcome back to Stat Stories. This video was suggested to me on Facebook by Philip Y, and shoutouts to Carlos Quintero and MCR17 who wanted to see a video on Cody Bellinger. Also, in addition to Unhinged Media, I'm now part of the Grunt Talks MLB team. It's a cool new website, so check them out, link in the description. We're going to start with our 2 National League sluggers, Bellinger and Alonso. Now, Bellinger didn't get called up until the end of April, while Alonso spent the entire season in the majors. So if we take a look at their number of at-bats and divide it by their number of homers, we get at-bats per home run. Alonso was still hitting homers at a higher rate, but over the same number of at-bats, Bellinger would have had 48.5. Just to provide some context on at-bats per home run, here are the all-time leaders in this stat: Mark McGwire, Babe Ruth, and Barry Bonds. Now, I'm not saying that Bellinger and Alonso will keep up this pace over their careers, but it highlights just how good they were in their first seasons. Now, when Philip suggested this topic to me, he said that Bellinger and Alonso had very similar rate stats. And he was not kidding. Batting average, on-base percentage, slugging percentage, weighted on-base average, all super close to one another. Strikeout percentage, both were pretty high. Walk percentage, that one Bellinger is better, but both are good. And using weighted runs created plus to sum things up, Alonso had a slightly better offensive season. Now, you may be wondering why on-base percentage was similar, but walk percentage wasn't, and that's because Alonso got hit by 21 pitches, compared to Bellinger's 1. Let's move on to Aaron Judge. 542 at-bats, 52 homers. That breaks down to 1 every 10.42 at-bats, and if you recall Mark McGwire's career mark from earlier, Judge's rate is slightly better. Again, we're comparing one season to a career, but for a player's first full season, that's remarkable. Judge also had a really good slash line, superior to that of Bellinger and Alonso, but we'll be touching on components of that in just a bit. What I want to bring up now is this: Judge's weighted runs created plus. I've explained this stat before, but the quick explanation is that it measures a player's overall offensive impact, with 100 being league average. Judge had a weighted runs created plus of 174, so was 74% better than average. Now, this is good for any player, but among rookies, it was one of the best marks ever. And just so you know, this stat is adjusted for park factors and a league's run scoring environment, so it's great for comparing players across history. Now, if Judge had the 3rd best mark ever for rookies, who was ahead of him? Well, second best was a 2019 rookie, but not Pete Alonso. Yordan Alvarez. Now, he only played half a season, but he had more doubles than Judge did, which is a big part of why he's ahead here. And yeah, I know he's on the Astros, so feel free to draw your own conclusions. Now, oddly enough, our player at number 1 is Shoeless Joe Jackson. Jackson had the record for most hits by a rookie with 233 until Ichiro surpassed him in 2001. He's also the only rookie to bat over 400 over a full season, and had a large number of doubles and triples. I included a spot for 4th place here because I want you to know Bernie Carbo. With the metrics we use today, he would have won Rookie of the Year in 1970 instead of finishing runner-up to pitcher Carl Morton. But he had 21 homers and a .454 on-base percentage among other stats, and deserved recognition for his great rookie season. Let's show weighted runs created plus for rookies on a graph. I used 300 plate appearances as a minimum since that's about half a season, but we still have 2,364 players here. I also only went back to 1901, or the start of the modern era. We can see Judge and Jackson over here, and this dot here is Mike Trout in case we were wondering where he was. Alonso is in this mix over here, and Bellinger is over here in the middle, with Alvarez near the top. I also just want to mention this dot way down here, which is Del Young, who had a 194 average with 9 doubles and no homers for the Phillies in 1937. Good for a weighted runs created plus of 8. Next, I want to show slugging percentage. The program I used for this didn't allow me to round to 3 decimals, but you know that 0.6 means a 600 slugging percentage. Very few rookies have slugged at a clip that high. In fact, only 10 have done so with at least 300 plate appearances, though I've used at-bats as my x-axis since that's what slugging percentage is calculated with. Yordan Alvarez had the highest mark at 655, with Rudy York of the 37 Tigers just behind him, and George Watkins of the 1930 Cardinals below him. Ryan Braun is over here, and Aaron Judge is this dot, ahead of Wally Burger, Mark McGwire, Albert Pujols, and Ted Williams. Pete Alonso is nearby, and Bellinger is located right here. Now keep in mind, we're looking at over 2,000 rookie seasons here. While Judge, Alonso, and Bellinger may not be the very best rookies ever in this stat, the fact that we can distinguish where they are shows that they had exceptional seasons. Now this last graph is going to look a bit better, and this is just to show walks against plate appearances. That point way at the top is Aaron Judge, the most walks in a rookie season with 127, 20 more than the next closest in Ted Williams. This point out here with 94 walks is that Bernie Carbo fella I mentioned earlier, and this one is Mike Fiore of the 69 Royals, which was the team's first season. And these two are the only rookies with a higher walk percentage than Judge. Alonso and Bellinger don't stand out as much on this graph, but they still got on base far more often than most rookies. So let's talk big picture. Aaron Judge had one of the best rookie seasons of all time. His combination of power and on-base skills, as well as good defense that I didn't touch on, put him on a different level. Injuries have hurt his value since then, but literally no one hits the ball harder than him when he's on the field. Cody Bellinger was very good as a rookie, but his season will always be overshadowed by Judge and now Alonso, even though in many ways he and Alonso had identical seasons. He has top-level speed and defense though, and after a 2019 season that saw him cut his strikeout rate and make contact more consistently, he has the most value of these 3 players moving forward. Alonso was also very good as a rookie and will keep his name etched in rookie history due to his home run exploits. Again, he and Bellinger were very similar, but 20 years from now, more people will remember Alonso's season just because of the homers. Moving forward, he should still be a premier slugger in the game, but he lacks the speed or defensive prowess of the other 2 players. All in all, these were some incredible rookie seasons, and I hope that you can appreciate these players just a little bit more after seeing this. So thank you for watching, and remember to leave any video suggestions you have in the comments section. Leave a like, share the video, and click subscribe to help the channel grow and reach more people. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.